Here we go. 0-0. Where I have the map draft. This map draft is already done.
Nice bit of portrait synergy as well, what we always like to see.
First of all, let's talk a short moment about maps as we are already in the lobby. Two bands of DiVeOrDeLeTe with Garden and Sky Temple. Volskaya and Ultra Pulse, the band out of JTFM. And pick from the team in blue, DiVeOrDeLeTe. Standard map, so to say, Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, it's one of the more common ones here. So I was just looking through for all of the bands and make sure I was in the right match lounge. But it looks like both our teams are ready to go. Volskaya being banned out as well. But yeah, looks like we're about ready to start.
It looks like. Typing ready in the chat, so I think we're about to start this game this series number 2, second semi-final series. In the meantime, I think we had Treehouse winning their game by... Wait, my internet just died apparently. Not sure. Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hopefully it does not die in the stream.
There were some robots, but it seems to be a bit resolved.
Yeah, hopefully. We saw Treehouse Gaming winning their game. So they will go up against FK for Cocoa. And the winner of this game will go up against either Sloth Sanctuary or Team Baby Rage.
I don't think there's anything in there at the moment. I think they're still in game 1. So, bans. Infernal Shrines. Malfurion, straight away. Not wanting to deal with the treehouse.
Yeah, Malfurion one really strong support in the current meta. And then we go with the current meta, we see ETC being banned out by DiVeOrDeLeTe.
Yeah, ETC just allowing anyone to set up, plus the option of going for as a main tank or an offlane. Can be really strong in either, especially on a map as big as this. Zul'jin getting banned out as well. It's been 100% of the games we've been watching so far. Nobody obviously wants to be dealing with his AA stacks throughout the later game.
Still interesting to see him being banned out so much. We also see Jaina banned out, so 2 top tanks gone. And Diablo first pick for the side of Jaina the Frost Mage.
Yeah, I'm not sure about a Diablo first pick, although on this map you do have tons of walls and tons of areas to rotate, and whenever you are kind of contesting those Kazra camps. Seems to be really strong. Just dive in there straight away. But Greymane and that bullet will be a bit of a problem for Diablo potentially in those fights. And Rhaegar being picked up again, just quite strong at the moment as well.
Anna checking in.
Yes. KT Anna next 2 picks. Our Wolves from DiVeOrDeLeTe. KT with Anna, very strong combo with the nano boost on Kel'Thas possibly.
It also makes you think whether or not we'll see a Pyroblast with a nano thrown on top of it. But we'll need to see what tools DiVeOrDeLeTe will have to deal with that. Jaina being banned, so not wanting to deal with the Mage here. But if they wanted to go into one, they still have the Gul'dan as an option, or Hanzo being very strong on this map, especially after he gets Pierce combined with Explosion. So that's level 4 and 16 talents. Being able to go through those waves on the... But we see the Gul'dan being picked as the Mage and Leoric for the offlane, meaning tank is still to be decided.
I mean, so far we have a very strong combo coming in from DiVeOrDeLeTe. With Entomb to possibly bullet and then Gul'dan damage on it. Or even the...
Yeah, then the Horrify after it finishes.
The
Just
Horrify
to
as
confirm
well.
anyone else.
Rain Malthael.
So Jimmy picked up, and I was kind of hoping there might be Malthael picked up, because that combo is disgusting, and looks like there is only really the Horrify to kind of CC him down now. So playing a lot of Malthael, it's your biggest worry is always being locked down and not able to press Q. So that's your single most piece of survivability. But Mal'Ganis.
Here we go again with main tank Mal'Ganis from DiVeOrDeLeTe this time. No gaming in the room in the game. So DiVeOrDeLeTe picking up the Mal'Ganis. Get the sleep in, and especially on level 20, possibly the sleep again as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm a bit surprised they didn't opt in for a Nubarak at this point. I know they are going against the who can just kind of eat through it a bit, but with the Greymane just being able to go forwards, plus the Cocoon, you know, any nano target, just put a Cocoon on them and just put enough pressure that they can't really break it in. Would have been quite good to see. But Mal'Ganis applying the sleep could still do quite a lot and still giving some stuns.
Also we see on the other side the Malthael being able to punish low health targets. Had a boop on it. Malthael is actually the most played hero. Then we see Arthas and Leo coming in next. Quite some hero pool with 7 different heroes. I mean, it's still an offlane hero, so there are not too many different usually, as you want to have comfort heroes on you, so you're able to safely win lane or at least soak lane safely.
But it'll be interesting to see how they look set up, because with Malthael you do have the option to send him off to just do camps with Pale Horse. So you might see him sending Jimmy to top lane.
On the other side we have Krasa Hecht from DiVeOrDeLeTe as the offlaner with Leo, KT and Imperius as his most played heroes, and he is this time on the Lyric on the left side for DiVeOrDeLeTe. Then we also have Matt on the Rega, Hawk playing the Gul'dan, Jay on Greymane, and last but not least we have DKT on Mal'Ganis.
Yeah, and on the right for Jaina the Frostmage we have Anna played by Vulish, Bree playing Diablo, Marble playing Reyna, Grek on KT, and Hezbub playing Malthael in the off. Malthael already opting straight to the top lane. It is Pale Horse, obviously. Grenade build from Anna, and oh, it looks like the red team are going straight down there, maybe looking to snipe a fountain or put a bit of pressure onto lane.
Or also possibly. And now we see the rotation coming in from Mal'Ganis here. At the bottom. Time different this time for Mal'Ganis, and no block from him. What? KT offlane? What? I think this is just people switching around roles in the team from time to time. Some people are more comfortable on other heroes, which are not necessarily the role, or just switching around the roles. So I used to my team as feel like main offlaner, but we have one sub who is mainly playing offlane, so I'll switch to Dammit for those games. Sorry for those lags. I don't know what's happening here.
I think Malthael's looking to double soak, but Katie also. So I think they're just looking to find a rhythm to get Malthael mid-top and meet Katie, just to grab those globes. But we'll see how it works out. Greymane grabbing the bottom camp as well. But there might be an invasion. Katie maybe a bit far forwards there.
KT taking a lot of damage, but he's staying alive. And we also got Hazabub on the Lear Malthael in here. Camp reset.
And now moving back to top. Did lose a little bit of XP, but not the end of the world. Bottom will need to be cleared. KT Jimmy down there.
Teach camp is about to be taken.
Malganis doing a nice
Sleep coming in onto Jaina, taking a lot of damage from this corruption, but there's a nice sleep coming in from Anna, stopping Malganis from getting any further engage here.
That was a big sleep there from Anna. Could have potentially been a kill. But we see the objective winding up now, so each of those camps we might want to see taken now. We do see Greymane already starting it with the Rhaegar, so that should be timed quite nicely around the objective. I'd like to see someone from the red team, like Malthael, move in to start that camp, but he is a bit low at the moment, so he might need to just get that next wave, then reset. Blue starting already to the objective, looking to get as many as them as possible. First 10 going over to them. And blue just seem to dominate on the objective, and red now just looks like they're giving it and just wanting that camp just to counter push while the mortal punisher comes in to the mid lane. Rhaegar already starting on that wave, getting it prepped.
This first Punisher will be a mortal one. He's going over towards DiVeOrDeLeTe, and they're not looking at his the camp, but they're not fast enough to gank there. Diablo baiting the Punisher over the wall.
Yeah, it's a good bait, and Malganis just following it straight over, around from the side. Greymane doing so much work with his autos, and looks like they are looking to push in a little bit. Still got enough of a wave there, but now maybe looking to back out.
Malganis taking a lot of damage, but he's just fine.
So it looks like teams might go back to rotation, but Malthael might be looking to sniff something out here. Now they do have 5, which means they're losing some XP near the top. They are about half a level behind.
That's especially not good if you're closing in towards 10, as it gives the opponents possibly a fight 9v10.
But looking now, the bottom should be cleared up quite nicely. Maybe would have liked to have seen a bit more pressure applied from the blue team at bottom, as that is where the next objective is coming.
Oh, this to sleep against
sleep on
Diablo. Diablo now on the run, very low he is, and they're fighting in the fort.
And he
Diablo
does
going
fall
down.
67 souls though, so not a full reset.
But Jave being very low. Heal from Rhaegar coming in to keep him alive.
Oh, and a big sleep on KT.
A lot of damage. Also, he's coming back in with Leo, but he's not quite able to get it. KT managed to walk out there far enough. Anna just helping him with the heals to stay alive.
Yeah, Greymane very, very close to falling there. Would have made quite a bit of difference in the X, but just Diablo for the red team. So now at 67 souls, 68. Nearly getting quite up to that super tanky phase where a Diablo kill can make a huge difference during the game. Open, not been started yet. Objective almost open, sorry. Entomb comes out. Big horrify. Jimmy low. Jimmy survives with his E. But Gul'dan does unfortunately fall.
RIP. What is happening? Looks pretty weird. Oh, and here we're back, hopefully.
There we are. Yeah, so contest objective 10 versus 11. 10's picked up pretty much everything you'd expect to see. Although Mal'Ganis there taking a lot of damage. So apologies for any difficulties we are having if anyone can hear me. Still, Entomb comes out, carrying Swarm. Will the Horrify follow? No, Gul'dan struggling to stay alive. And still falls. Double kill though from the Greymane, huge cocktail. But objective does look like it will be confirmed by the red team. Everyone getting very low in that fight, and it seemed not the cleanest, but went over very well. Here's the jump.
We're now should
Any
be
second now.
load back into the game soon, hopefully. The game just crashed somehow. No idea why.
Yeah. It looks like there might be a couple of issues all around, but Ancestral used onto the Rhaegar. Punisher doing work on there, and as it is frozen, all those structures will be disabled. So looks like everyone's respawning, coming. Letting the Punisher confirm the bottom building, the bottom four, and Malthael back to double soaking with the bottom camp looking to be picked up by Leoric.
Loading back into the game
So
right now.
13's around the corner.
Or not.
Nearly. So we're just having camps picked up now, so not too much going on. Mal'Ganis just at the top lane. Looks to be rotating down now. Now, I'm not sure. Mal'Ganis might be looking for a bad rotation, and he's found it with KT. Horrify used, go for the throw. Hyperion down though, and Apoc. Nano on the Malthael. Ancestral. Big heal. Will he survive? He was revealed before. They have nothing to retreat to at bottom though. But looks like they're just opting to back out and get the experience. Chase up to 16. Next objective will be mid as well though. So the advantage that the blue team have got going into that almost dead fort will mean quite a lot depending on the Punisher type as well. So they might even look at keep depending on how the fights go.
Game crashed again. Come on. This is not good right now. I'm sorry for those technical issues.
Yeah, and the fact that they have to listen to twice as much as me. But it looks like they're setting up for potentially an invade on the top camp, the Shamans. Greymane taking their own. So it is. There are only 4 there. We are getting a nice bit of anchoring coming through from the Diablo, just scouting it out. Looks like they're backing off now, though. Some very good scouting. Now for 13s, we have pretty much what you'd expect. Paramaniac from KT, Gideon from the Jimmy, just giving that extra bit of speed. Self-cleanse Malthael, Purifying Darts, and the Q quest from the Diablo. Pressure looking now to be applied top though from the blue team. Well, colours are hard. Leo looking to keep the double soak up and chase for that 16. So Shaman camp just being cleared up now. We'll see how both teams set up for this objective now. So with 16, very close. I'd maybe like to see the blue team back out for a bit, but looks like they're still playing aggressive. This is a fight that the red team want. They should be looking to go in here as hard as possible and force this engage. And looks like the Gul'dan will be falling there. KT and Jaina doing quite a bit of work, but will Jaina get punished for it? He will go for the throat, confirming the kill. Are we going to see the nano come out on the Malthael? And there we go. This can turn a fight. And he's going forwards. Not quite enough damage coming out. Great sleep, though, to deny the rest of that. And I have just noticed it is no last rites. It is the full tormented souls, which can give some value. Maybe confirming it could have been a bit better there. But he was able to do enough to force them back.
And here we're loading back in. Hopefully we're in again. Yeah, here we go. Not too much happened on the map in the meantime. Mid fort nearly fell on the side of JTF and DiVeOrDeLeTe taking losing bottom fort. Looking at talents, we hear a lot of things coming in, but we have nano boosted Malthael coming in the later stages of the game. KT 13-16 taking bomb, Talons, Punisher, Arcane one going over towards the blue team, DiVeOrDeLeTe looking to finish off this mid fort. Gul'dan meanwhile took the siege camp.
Yeah, he looks like he's just looking to collect up all the XP there and help on the way to 20. Jump already used, so they will not be able to jump it over that wall.
Looks like they're looking more towards bottom fort rather than taking down the keep wall or something along those lines.
Yeah, it looks like they just want the 20. They're looking to go all in on the next objective. So I wouldn't be surprised to see all the camps picked up and then a rotation to top to confirm that full outer wall.
And bottom siege camp not taken from the team in blue. Yes.
Well, that's an early Hyperion.
Malthael going very low and Malthael going down. Now good fear against Diablo. Diablo full on souls, so dying for him would be not good. KT going down, 2 kills. But it looks like everyone else from the red team is able to escape. Woolish taking a lot of damage from this corruption. As we already see, Echo corruption is already finished. And so we have 16 for him with Ruinous Affliction.
And in those fights, Greymane doing work again. So he's not got the highest damage for them, but he always seems there just to be able to confirm the kills. After Gul'dan just applies all that poison damage from corruption. Now with 16, the Ruinous Affliction just getting all that extra damage out.
Mid keep wall did not take too much damage. Like the wall itself went down, the towers were still standing. They are kinda healthy as well. Blue team looking towards the top keep.
Yeah, and Diablo there looking to flank a bit, but scouted out nice and early. With the next objective coming through to bottom, that is potential. That is almost a guaranteed keep. Should it be going over to the blue team, and potentially core, depending on how the defense goes and if they manage to get any kills. Both camps have been taken at top.
Both teams.
10 around the corner, 20 around the corner. Sorry, I think red team just need to be splitting one per lane, getting as much experience as possible. Don't think they can get 20 for the next objective either, but we'll see.
Blue team looking at the top keep, the top fort, getting this one down.
KT caught though.
Again, KT caught, there's the
Big
entomb as
entomb.
well. Taking a lot of damage, and this is a dead KT. This tormented soul is coming out from Malfoil, but he's not able to get anything with it. A lot of damage just in
like
Nano
Nano
boost
missed.
on Diablo. Sleep that also misses his death. Anna, there's top lane. Diablo able to save the rest of them.
There's nothing worse as a Malthael or an Ana player when you see your tank just start glowing and you just think, ah.
I
But
hit
it
the wrong
does
person.
happen, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But nano boosted Diablo can be quite dangerous as well, let's not forget that. But we'll see, the bottom wave should be getting prepped in now. Getting as much pressure as possible for the next push. Like to see the bottom camp as well, timed for this one.
DiVeOrDeLeTe now taking this bottom Punisher and looking for the keep there. In the bottom then with that one. Also they have right now already level 20 and JTFM, Jaina and Frost Mage, still missing one level to get level 20 themselves.
Summoned a frozen Punisher.
See Hound with the increased duration and lose armor on Gul'dan. Ika Swarm from Morganis again, and of course Bird Alive, and the rewind from Rhaegar. Engage onto Diablo. He's full of souls, so he is doesn't matter too much. Core is still invulnerable as no keep is down, and this is a dead KT. But there we see the engage onto Greymane. Greymane taking a lot of damage. Greymane going down as well. 1-for-1 trade so far. Gives JTFM a lot of experience to get closer towards level 20.
Self cleanse huge on the Malthael, but not quite able to survive. APOC down.
And Diablo taking a lot of damage. Diablo going down as well, and not very healthy. The core also starting to lose experience as lose HP as the shield is down. Anna going down. 6% in the core and dropping, and this is game number 1. Going over again towards the team in blue, DiVeOrDeLeTe. With the stats again on the build. I mean, the idea of JTFM was kinda clear with Anna Malfoil. Getting in Malfoil is a big distraction, and meanwhile having Reina Diablo focusing one person down with the help of KT. They were not able to execute it well enough, so we see DiVeOrDeLeTe finishing this game number 1 with a victory for them. Also with the Entomb they got nice pickoffs.
Although just looking at the talents here, seeing that Malthael didn't opt for the slows on his soul rip on his Q, which could have really helped Jimmy a bit more get that bit of extra damage, instead opting for the touch of death, which would have synergized more with his tormented souls. But yeah, could have maybe helped, but not sure really based on how those fights went. Leoric, though, seemed to doing a lot of damage reduction with his Omnis Wraith as well, really seemed to getting in there. And Mal'Ganis overall just doing a really good job of finding those picks and getting those setups in.
We are about to see the next map picked. Jaina the Frost Mage decides to go for first pick. So we have the map pick by Team in Blue, DiVeOrDeLeTe. DiVeOrDeLeTe waiting a bit with the map pick. Still left open we have BOE, Cursed Hollow, Dragon Shire, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Towers of Doom.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they go for. But I will have to be back in 1 second as I have to blow my nose, unfortunately.
Yeah, we will see. Go for no map pick yet, so it's interesting. Anyways, we can in the meantime take a short look onto one of the players. Take a short look onto Mal'Ganis. See him being the main tank. Thanks for the raid, Tex Plato with 16 people. Hope you all are ready to see some Epic Cup. So we have right now DiVeOrDeLeTe against against Jaina the Frost Mage, and it's 1-0 so far in favor of DiVeOrDeLeTe. But anyways, we've got DKT with as the main tank for DiVeOrDeLeTe with his most bad heroes Jaina, not a surprise. Then we see Merlin and Diablo, so not a lot of ETC coming out from DiVeOrDeLeTe. Also, shortly check the stats on the website if they have played it a lot, even though. I mean, they have a lot of Mal'Ganis games as well, but I don't see a single ETC game so far. Nope, not a single ETC game from them. But 10 bans against ETC. Whew. And yeah.
Right, I am back.
Here we go again.
So yeah, still waiting on the map pick, aren't we?
Yeah, we're waiting for the choice of DiVeOrDeLeTe. So we can, in the meantime, take a short look at both teams in the standings as DiVeOrDeLeTe, Division 5 number 1, and Jaina the Frost Mage is the second placed team in Division 5. So they managed to kick out one of the Division 4 teams in the group stage. They also faced off once in the regular season where DiVeOrDeLeTe won 2-0. And we have a choice for the first pick, for the map pick. It will be Battlefield of Eternity we go for.
Yep, so probably see the Grey main potentially banned then, I would think. Being very strong and great on hit full race. I mean, Valor's normally a top priority pick here as well. But it'd be interesting to see what both teams really want to go into for this map.
talking about Greymane, just did Jay from DiVeOrDeLeTe playing it. You can also look at the stats, it's his most played hero. And we see Junkrat as the second one, and then last but not least we've got Jaina, the Frost Mage, which is actually never played as far as I remember from JTFM. Even though they call it Jaina Frost Mage. I'm not sure. I am not sure. No, they did not play a single game of Jaina this season.
They might just like the Carbot animations. I know I do.
Everyone does.
And if you don't like it, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Simple as. So, lobbies going up now.
Battlefield of Eternity. Next map. Only missing one player in the lobby and we're good to go. Here we are.
There we go, looks like we just need a bit of rearranging.
So we're good to go into game number 2.
Yep, so fingers crossed we won't have as many technical difficulties this time. I think the stream had a bit of lag, but it looks like that's kind of resolved now.
In the meantime, I hope so. I hope so. Anyways, rearranging. Yeah, we've got DiVeOrDeLeTe winning map number 1, having now the map pick. So JTFM took first pick. So
Yeah, I think there's just the captain move and
we're good to go.
yeah, so another Diablo map. Battlefield of Eternity, very different to Infernal. Looking to basically get the race against the Immortal faster than the other team, and then it will run down against the lane that has the least amount of structure damage. Normally you want to be timing your shaman camps during the objective, just to apply that extra pressure and force at least one person to go there to allow you the advantage to either go in to the opponents on your objective, giving you an additional advantage, get some kills, then finish up your own. Many different ways to play this map, but normally that's the kind of strategy that you would follow. One camp, top and bottom. Off lane normally being at the top as well, which is normally quite interesting, but depending on how the drafts go.
But you also see teams switching up the solo lane, like setting the 4-man top and the single person bottom, and then just pushing it from both.
You see that a lot with Sylvanas and Anubarak, just getting that early advantage in and forcing the team to rotate.
A Furin first ban of the game again. We see him banned up by JTFM, as he is the most played healer for the side of DiVeOrDeLeTe. ETC ban as well coming in. Soulchin ban again. This is something we don't know about DiVeOrDeLeTe.
Yeah, looks like
5
really
games of
wanted
Soulchin with 100% win rate, which is not bad of them, but they won every single game. So it would be hard to find a hero with not 100% win rate. But anyways, next ban coming in from DiVeOrDeLeTe, probably Jaina again. Nope, this time it will be Jaina. So denying Anna combo with Malphil, Ming, whatever. You wanna throw in?
And the sleeps there were really good from the Anna, just preventing a lot of engages after being caught out. And the healing was very strong as well.
The crusade calls.
So Joanna, very strong opening pick. As I keep saying, you know, not many real counters there. And the blinds going to be helpful into the Greymane, as well as that micro stun.
I will fight to my last breath.
Yeah. Rega, Greymane next to pickups again. From DiVeOrDeLeTe, so they really like the doggos. Was it the last series? And what do we gonna get now from JTFM? As always, betting is set up, exclamation mark bet A and the number of points you want to bet if you think DiVeOrDeLeTe will win this game, or exclamation mark bet B if you think Jaina the Frost Mage will get a comeback. And we see Vara Ming coming in from JTFM, which is very strong race comp already from them.
Very strong, plus plenty of poke there from the Ming as well. Kind of liking how they're setting up already, but the Oriole ban, very sensible. Oriole Valor, very strong in any team comp, really, just so much sustain.
And there we go again with Mal'Ganis banned out this time from JTFM. Forcing DiVeOrDeLeTe into something along the lines of maybe Diablo. Very strong in this map, or even a Garrosh. Maybe also Merlin possible.
Yeah, I was about to say I was a bit unsure about the Garrosh, because you've got Valor and Ming, both with a nice bit of mobility on their E's, but Jaina slows will be very helpful with that.
Yeah, Garrosh, Jaina next to pickups from DiVeOrDeLeTe. Jaina Frost Mage playing against Jaina Frost Mage. Yeah, like I already like the combo for DiVeOrDeLeTe. Have the Garrosh throw Jaina, burst, and then Greymane as well to finish this target off.
There's a lot of damage there, it's just picking up that kill. But the Anduin and the Arthas, Anduin obviously being able to pull any target back if they do get caught. So let's see, he'll be rounding up for the blue team.
Anduin coming in.
Arthas as well being a very strong counter into the Greymane.
Also against Garrosh, he's not bad with just slowing him down all the time, so Garrosh cannot reach someone. And there we go with Leo. Lyric, last pick for DiVeOrDeLeTe.
Yep, the Black King there, in tombs again, could be really strong, especially onto that Anduin, if he manages to catch him.
But the thing on Anduin is still, he is possible to take Holy Observation. If he goes for that, there's not so much which can actually interrupt him. Maybe the Garrosh is the main thing, except for level 20 and Tomb.
I would say Garrosh has got he's got Taunt, he's got his Groundbreaker, so he's got a couple of things there, but again, yeah, not really much.
But on the other side, we see JTFM with a lot of raise. We see Crack on that Vala. We have the game starting, and we're gonna start with the right side. We've got Jaina the Frost Mage trying to come back in this game number 2. We see Crack on the Vala, Marble on Leeming, Woolish playing the Anduin, Brill on Johanna, and last but not least, we've got Hezebub playing the Arthas.
And on DiVeOrDeLeTe we have HF DKT running Garrosh, Krasa Hech on Jaina, GG Hawk on Leoric, Matt playing Rhaegar, and Jay on the Greymane.
It seems like they're not switching up anything in the soul lanes, with both formans going bottom. So Looking at talents, we've got a Cubel coming in from Vala, which is pretty standard. Or at least on BOE it is standard.
Everything pretty much what you'd expect. Rhyme coming out of the Arthas, which into Leo will do something, but it'd be much better later in the game against that Grey main. So obviously planning ahead there, not just thinking about solo.
Yeah, Rega also we see this time the electric charge, so increased radius and it heals Rega for the damage it deals, which is pretty strong if you go on level 16 again for the shield.
Oh, there's the burst onto the Anduin though. Really great flip. You can't pull yourself out with Anduin trait, unfortunately.
That's always the thing with Anduin. If you are the one who gets engaged, you don't have something on the sides of a cleanse or so, but that's the problem of most tanks. No one can really cleanse himself. The only really hero who can save himself quite efficiently is Rega with Ancestral. In the meantime, we have top lane Arthas against Leo, which should be pretty even.
Johanna may be in trouble there, but she is able to Iron Skin out.
Meantime, top lane pretty even between Leo and Arthas.
Garrosh doing really well on Quest already, having 7 out of 15. And Jaina about a quarter of the way through on 5 to start, so looking very strong on there. Vala not quite on a quest yet. Should be hoping to stack that as soon as possible, because that's going to be a huge part of our Immortal race.
Both teams taking their Bruiser camp, or at least preparing it to take, as Immortal is about to spawn, and bottom wave also. The waves are also coming in now. You usually want to stack those camps with the wave, as they're perfectly timed then. When they're looking into an engage here, but nope. They're too late for an invade. Yeah.
Greymane setting up already, just looking to start racing.
Garrosh in the meantime already set up to interrupt the race of KTFM. Throw against Jaina. It's the Immortal Sun, but there is the Iron Skin for healthy and safety. Then we see Vala trying to go for the Qs against heroes to get those stacks and increase the damage for the future races. As we right now have the Greymane just racing down this Immortal.
Yeah, and what we saw from there as well was the blue team able to clear up top that camp immediately. So red will have to send someone down, or they're going to lose that front wall at a minimum. But both teams racing now. Jaina having probably just enough mana to confirm this race for the blue team. Which 3078 shield on there. Not the best, but as it is an early Immortal, shields don't make too much of a difference. Arthur's now finally moving down to help clear that camp. And looks like it only got the front wall down there. I thought it would have got a bit more, but Leo already looking to apply some more pressure, and the Immortals landed and looking to start going. Now with the shield it is ranged until that drops, when it moves into melee mode, which is now. Great for when it is scaled up a bit. Normally about the 12-minute mark it really ramps up, but looks like it should be relatively easily cleared, but it will mean both front walls are pretty much down for the red team.
The fort is taking a lot of damage here, going down to half health. Well,
Yeah,
bottom we still have the 1v1.
Cleared up.
Bottom wave meanwhile still the 1v1 going on between Arthas and Leoric. Top lane we see the red team probably looking for a camp. It's got Vala now with the Hungering Arrow reset, which will give her a lot of more stacks in those team fights, and also a lot more model race.
And oh, looks like Valamite in trouble. Nice pull out there.
It's the pull, but real now on the Jaina, not in a good spot. Should have no Iron Skin.
Available.
Oh. Iron Skin was actually available, but she wasn't able to pop it fast enough. Oh, and
Oh,
good
Valor
Vala.
punished as well. I've seen in the comments we had a villager saying that with 2 Anduins you can pull somebody out of trouble, which is a good observation.
Just go Everfer. Everfer OP with and then confirm.
And top 4 easily confirmed there with the numbers advantage. Leo still pushing quite hard into Arthas, but
The thing is,
looks to
Leo
be a
has
bit low
no
on mana
mana.
now.
Yeah, Leo missing mana a lot now. Coming back, cleaning the floor meantime. As it is the janitor lyric skin. Arthas coming in that look to be the target of interest. He engaged him, but there's the blind coming in, so Grammy does hit him a lot of damage. But still, Arthas goes down. Meanwhile, we have DiVeOrDeLeTe dropping very low in health. A lot of damage coming in. Camp cleared. And Garrosh going down. So 1-for-1 trade in the end. And JTFM steals this camp.
Yeah, I didn't think that Garrosh was going to die then. But falling just at the end. 10 can be closer for the blue team. And half time just about to be taken.
Halftime going over towards the team blue. DiVeOrDeLeTe. Meanwhile, we see Vala now going for a bit of race possibly. But the rest defense. No, they're coming here now. Big stun there onto the Vala from Garrosh, throwing her into the immortal stun. We also have level 10 now hit by DiVeOrDeLeTe. They should be able to take this. Objective now is to have the Warlord challenge Water Elemental and Tomb, Celestial Healing and Cursed Bullet. We'll take some damage
I like
here.
this, here just looking to scout that camp. Really forcing back the red team. And big shield coming up on this Immortal right now. Looks like they kept the camp going. I might have liked to see them have still stayed on that as they had the 10. And the Immortal just continually pushing in.
That would definitely help them a bit. Getting this camp and also could have forced the fight. Now we have JTFM very close to level 10 themselves. This Punisher coming in, with the Immortal coming in now, we hit level 10.
Yep, still a bit of shield left on the Immortal as well.
And we see Blessed Shield, Syndra, Goose. Ooh, interesting. Wave of Force, Rain of Vengeance, and
I
last but
think it's
not least,
pronounced
Silver.
Windragosa.
Syndra Goose. What?
Windragosa. That's how you win the game. So,
Windra Goose confirmed. Anyways, Vala dropping very low here, and Vala going on cross-select, also taking a lot of damage on this Jaina, but there's Ancestral to keep him alive. Now,
oh, then there's the
Ming
Ming.
trying to go in, and there's the punish from Garrosh, and now we see the throw onto Greymane.
Do they end here with the Greymane?
I don't think they can, like the left time was still pretty low, Vala back in 2 already, so Ming in 10, Jaina in 10 as well. Left timer is still too short. Oh wait, DiVeOrDeLeTe could have even possibly ended here. But now they have time going for the booster camp.
Yeah, I mean it's only 9 minutes, like that shield is not very big on the core. Like it always seems like it's bigger than it is.
Oh, now they're going
Arthas
for
might be in trouble
Arthas.
here, great body block.
He's getting out. A lot of damage against a double kill for JTFM. That's the Syndra Goose
for the
coming
engage.
in. Make it free as Leo falls, and now Greymane and Rega on the run. They should be able to run fast enough. Nice turn by JTFM. DiVeOrDeLeTe looking at this Arthurs, and it just takes so long to kill the Arthurs there. Then JTFM able to punish them with Jaina being in a bad spot, as she is one of the heroes who needs to be closer to throw all of her abilities onto someone.
Yeah, it looks like it was a combination of some very, very strong Anduin heals and Icebound Fortitude from Arthas. giving him that extra armor and really allowing him to survive there. And the Rhyme as well, preventing a lot of Greymane's damage.
Bottom
Bottom
siege
camp
camp
picked up.
taken by JTFM. Blue team now coming in, immediately clearing it, so it will not do too much of the lane to push. So next immortal is spawning in a few seconds. Prem is already setting up to race again. I think JTFM has always have to watch out now. Oh, wait, we have a bush party down here. And a lot of damage, but there's Stallion Skin coming out from Jaina. Means she's not taking too much damage.
Yeah, both teams now backing out a bit. And all the while Greymane just putting damage on. Arthur's now moving up.
Looking at Greymane there, but he has the 30% movement speed from his level 4 talent on the level 13 talent on the Prowl. So he's just fine with walking out there.
Yep, and it's still happening. There's loads of pressure building at top and bottom lane. Red team needs to do something soon. They have even talents. So this is a good side for them to defend on.
Ming already looking to get some poke in, so does Vala.
All ults up for both teams.
Vala also already finished the level 4 quest, so this means she has a lot of damage now. Oh, and Jaina going down first in this fight, so does Vala now. 2 kills for DiVeOrDeLeTe. Now the Lyric is looking for Anduin. Over-reservation is up, so it's not a good spot for him to use it. Adabub going down, throw on Rega, but he's not able to secure this kill. Bottom lane, we have enough free catapults on the core, which will hammer on the shields, but will not do anything too significant, as JTFM is already here to defend it. Top lane was have 1 catapult, and Siege Camp pushing in towards the keep. And we have a nearly full shield immortal coming in as well for DiVeOrDeLeTe here.
Yeah, 16 almost round the corner, should be confirmed with this keep falling. And Greymane there just flanking around the side, almost with impunity. Being forced back now until the immortal arrives. 1 catapult and Khazra still there.
Yeah, no, Vala taking a lot of damage there. Vala dropping very low, but she's staying alive.
And doing do. Stun out.
Anduin dropping very low, but there's the taunt, a big taunt coming in, and Anduin going down. Jaina taking a lot of damage, Jaina going down as well. And the core taking some damage now, shields down. Yeah. Ming has no mana.
The shield, looks like that should be the game.
Yeah, Ming has no mana as well. So
Arthur's falls.
Core going down. It's game number 2, going over towards DiVeOrDeLeTe. As so did game 1, so we have 2-0 for DiVeOrDeLeTe, and this best of 3 series already finished. Here show the stats for the people interested as well. This will bring us already to the 3rd and last game we gonna cast together.